Story 1. They called us primitive. The golden spires of the imperial palace trembled as the enormous human warship, the Dark Phoenix, pierced the planet's atmosphere. Emperor Zythor, an imposing figure with scales as black as obsidian, watched in abject horror from his opulent balcony. His reptilian claws tightened around the marble railing until it crumbled beneath his grip. "This can't be," he spat, his forked tongue flickering in disbelief. Their species was considered archaic, incapable of interstellar travel, and now they have the audacity to assault the heart of my empire. At his side, Admiral Viton, a seasoned warrior, bowed his head in solemn acknowledgement. "Your Eminence, we have gravely underestimated the humans. Their technological advancement outpaced our projections." Zythor's golden eyes, usually calm and calculating, now blazed with unbridled fury as the sleek human warship descended through the blood-red skies. "I want all our defense cannons to focus on that ship. Bring down these brash primates." But the Dark Phoenix was not a sitting duck. The ship evaded the relentless barrage with an agility that seemed almost supernatural, darting and weaving through the sky in a dance that was as beautiful as it was deadly. It came to a halt above the palace, its intimidating silhouette dwarfing even the tallest imperial spires. Suddenly, a holographic image flickered into existence before the trembling emperor. A human figure, clad in a dark naval uniform, glared down at them, his voice echoing across the palace grounds. "People of the Zythorn Empire, your reign of fear and oppression ends today," he declared. "You sought to subjugate our species, dismissing us as primitive and weak, but no longer. Today, we rise to liberate your subjects and bring forth a new era of justice and equality." The emperor turned a shade paler, his furious commands lost amidst the thunderous roars of explosions as the Dark Phoenix systematically laid waste to the palace's defenses with terrifying precision. The dawn of human defiance had arrived. Historians would later remember this day as a pivotal moment in galactic history. A day when humanity, once deemed primitive and insignificant, rose from the ashes to shatter an oppressive empire and claim their rightful place among the stars as champions of justice and freedom. Story 2. Born in Fire, Forged by Stars. In the heart of a vibrant nebula, a fledgling planet found itself cradled in the cosmic arms of creation. Blankets of stardust and gaseous veils swirled around it, painting a celestial canvas of cobalt blues, fiery reds, and ethereal greens. Below this cosmic spectacle, the planet's surface was a maelstrom of primal energy, with vast oceans of magma roiling and seething under a heavy, brooding atmosphere choked with noxious fumes. The birth of this world was a symphony of chaos and violence, an interstellar ballet of forces colliding and reacting. Yet, out of this cosmic tumult, the planet began to cool and solidify, its fiery mantle hardening into rocky landmasses, these islands of stability afloat in tempestuous, churning seas. Then, as if the heavens themselves wept with joy, the rains came, falling in relentless torrents, nourishing the virgin world with nutrient-rich waters. And within these primordial seas, the miracle of life stirred. In the planet's crucible, simple organisms emerged, fragile and determined, locked in a ceaseless struggle for survival. Eons rolled by, a carousel of time spinning in the vast expanse of the universe. Species evolved, thrived, and were extinguished, their stories written and erased in the annals of the planet's history. Until finally, one species endured, a tenacious, cunning ape that would evolve into what we now know as mankind. These humans lifted their eyes to the heavens, their gaze filled with awe and wonder at the cosmic tapestry that stretched out above them. They dreamed of reaching the shimmering stars, completely oblivious to the fact that they were not born solely of earthly soil, but also of the very stardust that twinkled in the night sky. Over countless generations, humanity harnessed the elemental power of fire, shaping the wilderness into proud civilizations and crafting stories in the hearth's flickering shadows. Yet, the stars continued to call to them, their celestial song echoing across the eons, beckoning humanity to a destiny beyond their home. With an ingenuity born from their planet's fiery birth, mankind constructed vessels to traverse the cosmic ocean. The trials and tribulations of their homeworld had prepared them for this moment, to plant their flag upon uncharted celestial bodies, to claim new worlds as their own. The stars they touched, the worlds they explored, all fueled their knowledge and enriched their culture. Humanity blossomed, spreading like a cosmic wildflower across the galaxy. A child of cataclysmic birth now ascended to the heavens. The species that was born amidst the chaos and fire had evolved to harness the very forces that shaped its cradle. In this voyage of discovery and expansion, they never forgot their roots. They remembered their birth in the planetary crucible, shaped by searing heat and relentless pressure, yet ultimately forged by the light of distant suns. Humanity, the child of stars and molten earth, now returned to the stellar nursery that gave them life, carrying with them the seeds of a new generation. They arrived not as conquerors but as gardeners, ready to sow, nurture, and cherish. They were prepared to seed a new generation amongst the stars, eager to witness the birth of new life and the creation of new stories. They were ready to embrace their role in the cosmic cycle, becoming not just observers, but active participants in the great dance of creation and evolution. Story 3. We Who Fell from the Heavens. In the genesis of existence, our essence was woven into the perpetual obsidian that stretched between galaxies on a world that glowed solely by the luminescence of our own existence. We were entities of pure luminosity, kinetic energy, the very threads of creation given consciousness. Our civilization shimmered like cosmic nebulae, perpetually metamorphosing, their beauty and complexity boundless. Yet amidst such transcendence, a restlessness stirred within us. We cast envious glances towards the inhabitants of corporeal realms, whose lives were ablaze with the vivid hues of passion and dynamism. We yearched for an existence of tangibility, one that was more than an endless cycle of thought and introspection. With a burst of cosmic determination, we shattered our incandescent forms into a billion fragments, dispersing ourselves like cosmic confetti throughout the universe, willingly surrendering our immortality to be reborn. We morphed into flesh, bone, and blood. Our celestial memories gradually dissolved as we gasped our first breaths of life. Our incarnated selves populated innumerable worlds scattered across the cosmic wilderness. Some succumbed hastily to the harsh realities of mortal existence, while others thrived. For eons we lived, we loved, and we erected civilizations that ascended and collapsed with the sands of time. Until that predestined day when our scouts identified a nascent world known as Earth, orbited by a moon that rekindled flickers of distant memories. We infused this world with our essence, oblivious to our true cosmic origins. Generation after generation we were born, we lived, and we ceased to be, vaguely sensing our celestial lineage but unable to fully comprehend it. In a perpetual quest, we cast our gaze skyward towards the cosmic cradle that gave birth to us. One day, we shall reclaim our celestial inheritance. We, who descended from the heavens, shall ascend once more. Our arduous journey in mortal guise will reach its culmination, and we shall return to a glory beyond comprehension.